Well, this was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be.
Glory be to Jesus Christ.
Glory forever. Welcome to Dynamite Duo Sports, the podcast where we break down the NFL top storylines with the facts and also wonder, besides the top three teams in the league, are there any other actual real contenders? Who knows? I'm Giuseppe.
I'm Antonios.
And today we are going to be ranking, I am going to be ranking the top 10 NFL teams heading into week 5 of the NFL season. This first month's coming by pretty fast.
It's been very fast. And honestly, with how this week's gone, there's only like two teams you can put in like top two. The rest is honestly just up to the person how they think. So can't really blame anyone except for how they do their ranking. So, but we'll see what you're gonna do. I'm excited to see what you're gonna do.
Yep.
I will say this though. I told Giuseppe I wouldn't be upset if he puts Cowboys in honorable mentions. So if he does, just understand that I'm actually not going to argue with that, just because they actually did pretty well.
Okay, so I will give you a spoiler. I decided not to put them in.
Oh, really?
There were just too many teams that I had to keep in the
Interesting.
top. Well, at least for honorable mentions too. So they just missed the cut though for it. So technically we're a playoff team right now. Anyway, so to start us off for our honorable mentions, you got the Colts.
Okay.
They fell a little bit. Yeah, I know. It's been a minute since week 1 that we did this. So, and then we also got the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
So both the NFC. Spoiler alert: these are the only AFC South teams. I know, shocking, but
there is no other South teams to even put in right now.
Sarcasm.
I know.
So yeah, Colts still played well, but Daniel Jones kind of showed his colors for the last drive. He's not. Let's just say he's not clutch.
Well, it was the drop pass. The drop pass.
Well, that wasn't a drop pass. That was just a drop.
So yeah, he literally just dropped for the end zone. So you can't really say he played that bad.
Well, he wasn't terrible. It's just that he made mistakes this week.
Just remember though, Brandon Perna did have his curse wheel, and it was the Colts.
Shout out to Brandon Perna.
Yeah, shout out, but that could be the reason why. So who knows? But I don't disagree.
So honorable mentions. Colts very well could be moving back up into the top 10. Just for now, there were some teams that I had to put above them. So these are the honorable mentions. Fair. All right, now let's get into the top 10 NFL teams. Starting off at number 10, you got the Seattle Seahawks.
Okay.
They're 3-1. They look good. Okay.
I don't know.
They beat
about
this.
good.
They treated the Saints like they were a Division III college football team, and they were Alabama.
No,
okay?
because
happened.
that would have been like a 60-point game if that was the case. But
okay, it was like Alabama beat JMU. Okay, that's what.
I mean, I'll save my responses for later, but I don't. I think I would put the Colts over them in top 10.
Well, I mean, arguably Sam Darnold is playing really good football right now. Technically, I'm just saying.
Against who?
Let's see. Well, excluding the 49ers game. Well, the Saints defense is not the worst defense in the league, and then the Cardinals defense is pretty good, but and who else did they play? I totally forgot. Oh, the Steelers. So
who was more of their special teams that did that recovery?
I know. But my point is that the Seahawks, their defense has earned the respect to be in the top 10, let alone their defense it puts them in the top 10. And Sam Darnold's been playing well. Number 9. You got the Packers. Now, I was going to put them up a little higher, but there was a team that I forgot to rank in my top 10, which I will tell you which that is later. But, yeah, Packers, last 2 weeks have been rough. At least, well, the Browns game was your offense. That was rough for you. And then this week it was your defense. That was rough for you. So, I don't know who you are yet, I would say. So, yeah. So, Packers, number 9 on the list. Number 8, you got the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay.
So, I, again, was going to put them higher. Forgot about a team. But the Steelers, they had a pretty good game against the Vikings this week. I know it was Carson Wentz for their defense, but I kind of expected that.
Yeah,
But
but
their
6 sacks and 2 picks though is something the Steelers needed on their defense for a while.
Yep. But the main thing I was impressed with was their offense in the first half against that Brian Flores defense. Brian Flores is no slouch at defensive coordinator. He's one of the best defensive coordinators in the league, and Aaron Rodgers basically chopped them up for stick what's it in Ireland? Potatoes and what else?
Just potatoes. Just potatoes.
He
in
chopped them up
Ireland.
like they were roasted potatoes. So
The funniest thing is we were at church and we were like, hey, the Steelers have the lead. How's Aaron Rodgers doing? And it was like 150 yards. Like, oh, very good. Now,
yeah,
the second half, he didn't do much, but he's definitely not washed, guys. Definitely not washed.
definitely not washed. So yeah, after a few Guinness, I guess a few Guinness is all it took to bring Aaron Rodgers back into his MVP form. So yeah, Steelers number 8, number 7. You got the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yep.
I hate to say this, but they're back, and they're not even full strength yet. They just demolished the Ravens, who I didn't think it would be close against. It was impressive. So, yeah, Chiefs, welcome back to somewhat prominence, I guess. You're number 7 though, until you're back to full strength. Now, number 6. This is the team I forgot about. You got the Detroit Lions.
You forgot about the Lions?
I forgot about the Lions.
Wow. Okay.
So, I mean, the reason being is after week 1, like, they did play really well against the Ravens. They crushed the Browns yesterday. And then
They also crushed the Bears.
the Bears, that's right. So, yeah, they've been playing really well.
I think
It's just kind of like there have been so many other big stories in the NFL that the Lions have kind of been under the what do you call it, under the wire, under the hood. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, they've been kind of sneaking up on us, but in a big way though. Their offense is clicking. I personally feel like week 1 was just that their offensive coordinator wasn't making the right play calls.
That's what I was gonna say. It's like week 1, I think was them warming up. So they're definitely back. Just like Chiefs, they're kind of like they're back into like their
Guess who's
role,
back?
which is not happy about. But.
So yeah, Detroit Lions, number 6. Number 5, you got the Los Angeles Chargers.
Okay.
Now, I know that they lost against the Giants.
But the 2 best offensive linemen are hurt.
Yeah, but that would be more of a case to not put them in the top 5. But I still have faith. I believe Jackson Dart just, had the, first start boost for his team this week. So I think Chargers are going to be fine as long as they get Joe Alt back this season. So yeah, Justin Herbert, he didn't have a great game, but he's still one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now. So it's just a matter of readjusting. I trust Jim Harbaugh to fix those mistakes that they made. So yeah, Chargers are number 5. Number 4, still got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yep.
Like they had a bad first half, had a great second half
with a banged up team.
So it's like I know
the pick was not Baker's
Tristan
fault.
Wirfs came back, but then he has a bunch of other offensive linemen that are hurt. And
the
pick that everybody's talking about, like could Baker threw an interception at the end. Yeah, but it was tipped on line of scrimmage in case nobody noticed.
People don't realize if that ball didn't get tipped, it would have gone towards the out of bounds. Chris Godwin would have done one of those tippy toe catches for a touchdown. So people don't realize how close that game could have gone to overtime. But people saying he's threw a pick. It's like, guys, it was tipped. It caused it to not go all the way out. It's tipped and started curving in, and that's how it's picked. So
what is it with the Eagles and just tipping and blocking everything right now? It's so annoying.
I mean, that's just good football though by Eagles.
Yeah. So anyway, Baker Mayfield still a top quarterback in the league, even though we threw that pick at the end. But he literally doesn't have Mike Evans with him, and I still believe once they are fully healthy, look out.
Yeah.
Number 3, got the Los Angeles Rams. Anybody that can take down Indiana Jones deserves to be in the top 3. I'm joking, of course. But anyway, the LA Rams offense started.
They're
clicking.
definitely clicking
Their
now.
offense is clicking now. So it's like the first 2 weeks was just the defenses.
Matthew Stafford also looks amazing now because of the
Mm-hmm.
two wide receivers.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
he's definitely, his back's fine, guys. It's official. His back's basically fine.
Yeah.
Just don't do a helmet contact to his back, and you'll probably be fine.
Yeah. That. Don't even say
Uh,
that, dude. But
just
anyway,
saying.
yeah, Puka Nacua, definitely a legit number one receiver in the league. He might be the best receiver right now in football, honestly, with the way he's
Yeah,
playing.
no, yeah, that's fair.
So yeah, got the Rams, and also thank you Devontae Adams for fantasy points. Uh, got the Rams at number 3. Number 2. Now this is the only rough part of the top 3. Like who's number 1, who's number 2? Because obviously it's the Bills and the Eagles because they're both undefeated, and they have good teams around them.
I can announce them both at once. Might as well.
Well, here. Number 2, Bills. Number 1, Eagles. Now,
Wow, he put Eagles number 1. Really? Like, you actually serious about that?
if I wasn't a Christian man, I would spit on this flag. So yeah, you got the Bills.
Well, if you were a certain type of religion, you could spit on it.
Anyway, got the Bills. The only reason I put the Bills at 2 is because they did struggle against the Saints. I don't know why.
They were struggling against like almost everybody except the Jets.
And the Dolphins, like the Dolphins, really? You couldn't take care of them?
Well, I mean, the Eagles have also struggled against everybody too.
Yeah,
it's just that they got a good edge in this game.
They've looked dominant in halves.
In halves, yeah.
So,
but that half is all they need.
Right. So like,
I mean, I don't hate it.
Now and also the Eagles are Super Bowl champions right now, so I kind of had to give them their respect. So yeah, Bills 2, Eagles 1, but don't get comfy, Philly. All right, so there's my top 10 teams. You got the Eagles, the Bills, the Rams, the Buccaneers, the Chargers, the Lions, the Chiefs, the Steelers, the Packers, and the Seahawks in the top 10. And then you got the Jags and the Colts in honorable mentions. So Tony, what you got?
Something really funny is our top 10s is literally the exact same teams. The only difference is a few teams that are literally just like flipped to rank. So like for my rankings, the honorable mentions are Jaguars and Seahawks.
Okay.
Because Seahawks haven't beat anybody good enough for me to actually put them top 10. Then you have like Colts, Steelers, Packers, Chiefs, Chargers, Lions, Rams, Bucks, Eagles, Bills. So literally, there's so many teams that you just like flip them around and it'd be the exact same. But again, like I said, like in the beginning of the video, that like you can flip a lot of these teams around and it wouldn't matter.
What like it?
Like you
like
flip
the top 4 is the top 4.
Yeah, like you like flip over the Bucks and the Rams. That's fine. You keep Rams above Bucks. That's fine too. Like or Chargers Lions. You want to flip them around? Fine. The only difference you could give for the Lions, like why I put them a little higher than Chargers, because they're on a winning streak versus losing a game. But and then they lose to someone like the Lions. But I mean Giants didn't. Lions didn't lose to someone like the Giants. But overall, we basically have the same things, just a few teams flipped around. And I don't disagree with the teams he flips around because it's literally like a personal preference about like who do you like better, kind of looking forward.
Now I will say I guess you had to pick one thing that you would definitively flip. What would
one thing that I would definitively flip is probably take the Seahawks out of the top 10 in honorable mentions, only because they haven't beat anybody. Unless the other team did something clumsy like the Steelers, they haven't actually beat any solid teams.
So here's the thing.
Like think about it. Seahawks could have been 2-2.
Like the Colts, who they actually beat?
Broncos.
Well, who knows if the Broncos are good?
Who knows if they're good or not?
I mean, the Cardinals at least were undefeated. We have 3 wins.
Yeah, but I mean, they could have tied or beaten the Rams today if they didn't. Literally, the guy just held the ball until he got into the end zone to celebrate. So that's another thing about the Colts is their loss. You can't just take them out.
That's true.
Not to mention, like I said with Brandon Perna, he has this curse wheel. Go watch his video. With the Colts getting cursed. He
also language warning.
He also cursed the Packers last week. He cursed the Bengals and Joe Burrow getting hurt. Like, dude, that thing's scary. Like, if he rolls on the Cowboys, I'm going to probably start crying. But he's probably not going to have him in the top for at least a couple weeks. Yeah, that's the thing
for me. Is like if nobody ranks him in the top 14 for the whole season, then I'm going to be okay.
Yeah, so I don't again, his top 12, we both agree there's a couple teams to flip around, but there's nothing that like I definitively like I want that switch because that's awful. Because Seahawks being top 10, if you want to, fine, I don't care. I just think I'd rather have Colts over Seahawks. But because of like there's very few big disagreements, I'm gonna have to just give him like an A plus. An A plus because it's like we flip a few teams around, but it's not like teams where I feel very strong that needs to be swapped.
If you guys hear that outside, sorry.
Yeah, someone blowing
They're
leaves.
blowing leaves in North Carolina right now. We don't even need to do that. Anyway.
Yeah, but yeah, I think it's a good top 10. Good top 10.
Okay, one more question.
Okay.
For Buccaneers Rams, what's the reason for flipping them?
I think the big reason is just because the Bucks are banged up and they're still winning games, and
That's true.
they almost went to overtime in that game. People, because again, like we said about the pick, if you actually looked at the play, that wasn't Baker's fault. It was tipped, and if it wasn't tipped, it probably would have been a touchdown because Chris Godwin makes those kind of catches.
Okay.
So that's the only reason why I would swap
reason that I put Rams above Buccaneers is
because they're starting to click,
and their defense is better. Yeah,
they're pretty close actually.
No,
defensively.
they're not.
I do think Rams defense is better, but I'm saying like it's not like a big difference in defense.
Well, I think the Rams are like a top 10 and the Buccaneers are like 16, 17.
No, I think Bucks can be like in the bubble of top 10. Their defense, they can be.
Right. Well,
but yeah, so I mean, again, like you want to put Rams above, you can make points for both teams. Like the Buccaneers called they're banged up. Wait till they're healthy. The Rams,
they'll play each other this year.
The Rams before the season was wait till they start clicking with their receivers. Then they're going to do great. And that's what's happening right now. Now the Rams are starting to look really good. So, again, you could put Rams number 3, and I don't disagree with that. I just personally put Bucks because I just trust Baker Mayfield, and he's kind of proven that with a banged-up team. So, yeah, that's why I give your top 10 A+, because I don't have any huge disagreements.
I'm out!
Well, thank you guys so much for watching. He's I think he's crying in a corner. He's never seen me give him an A+, ever. So thank you so much, guys. So follow us on Instagram, YouTube. I think we're on TikTok, Facebook. I don't have TikTok, so I have no idea what's going on over there. Just make sure you like, subscribe, and comment on the video. Give Seppi the praise he deserves for now. And so yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Giuseppe.
I'm Tony.
And this is Dynamite Duo Sports. See ya!